Good afternoon, and thank you for coming back to another Tony Montana video. Happy Sunday to everyone. Here I am. Please say hello to my little friend. This is Bossman. I'm walking Bossman. I chose him for this video on purpose. First, I want to cover something. Somebody in my Spanish video, I was walking with a vest, a weighted vest for the dog. It was one of those X-Dog vests, and someone asked me, "Oh, can you tell me what the dog is wearing so I could buy it?" Well, I normally don't mention, even if I'm showing it on the video, I won't mention it or talk about it for the most part. Obviously, I may do it once in a while, not thinking about it, not having really thought about it, but I normally don't say it until I try them, and I try them, and I try them, and I try them, and until I'm happy about the product. So the X-Dog vest, it's not the first time it's done this, but see how it is like a rash, like not a rash, but it's basically rubbing on the dog's shoulders or back, say, papito. And so it's making this, right now this crust. Sometimes if I keep using it, it will become bold. I'm just referring to my other dogs. I thought it was just them because they're bigger dogs, and the vest, I said maybe the vest is just too small for them, but it's doing it to him, and he's a lot smaller than the other two dogs. Go. So what I'll do is basically reach out to an X-Dog and find out why, and maybe it's a defect out of construction defect. Maybe it was a defect in the product itself, that design purpose. That maybe now they have a patch, literally a patch, that will prevent the dog's skin from rubbing onto the bottom of that vest. Because then I really don't want dogs to be, my other dog, it took a couple of months for the hair to grow back from, I guess me trying different things while the thing was still in that way. So anyway, I'm gonna find out, see what they tell me, and I'll probably talk about it in a different video, a new video going forward. Give me a second. I gotta go see a couple of people here. Excuse me. Thank you, sir.
You know about Jackson Avenue? It's right there over the hill.
All right.
There you go. Anyway. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. There were more people and a little door coming in through, so I had to pause. Another thing I wanted to cover, the second thing I wanted to cover is proper use of a weighted collar. The proper use of a weighted collar in reference to where you should put it and what else you should put with it. Especially, if you're, obviously walking, and if you're walking, more than 5 minutes, you should, obviously, that if you injure your neck, your whole body is affected. You as a person, you mess up your neck, you tweak it, whatever, your whole body is affected. You can't walk, you can't do much, especially and it's so easy to hurt. The neck is very easy to hurt, to injure permanently. Same thing with the dog. Yes, the dogs have a thicker neck. It's harder for them to injure, but improper use of something unnatural to the dog, like a weighted collar, it's unnatural. You need to make sure that you're not, using it incorrectly. What do I mean by that? Say, papito, say. I'm gonna be here in the shade for a minute while I show you. Notice that the collar is closest to the shoulders, and I put the walking collar right in front of it to prevent the weighted collar from riding up and down his neck when he's walking, when he's turning his head, when he's looking down, sniffing. All that can, especially or if he hurt a dog, from a different angle, and he moved quickly from one side to another, looking back, the dog injured his neck. The dog is going to injure his neck, and you're not going to realize, because this breed is high tolerant for pain. So you might not see it, you might not hear it, you might never have to freaking treat it because the dog isn't going to tell you. Now, there are some people that walk their dogs on a harness. For those individuals, I still say put a collar on in front of your weighted collar, so that way the doesn't go riding up and down, especially when you're holding the dog here. Imagine here, this is where they usually harness going this way, is going to stop them this way, which jolts the neck, the head, and everything, which jolts it and moves it, freely. So again, I suggest you always put a collar in front of your weighted collar to prevent the dog from injury. And then when you're trying to work them, the dog isn't going to work properly because it's going to let go of things. It's going to probably not, move quickly enough for you, and you might think it's just the dog, and you might just think it's just this particular dog. And if you keep doing that with all your dogs, you might think it's the line that is the reason for it, not your improper use of a weighted collar. Now, I don't need to mention it, but I should, and I will. Do not use weighted collars on puppies. This dog is 13 months old, almost 14, and I'm using it for the first time. This is the first time I'm using it, and I'm using it because the weighted vest had some issues with it. So I would prefer the weighted vest because obviously on the back, taking the extra weight on the back, it's also a great workout. But I understand there's other reasons why you put focus on that part, chest and shoulders, because that's the chest and shoulder, really, not really the neck. But anyway, you might have different ideas, you might have different thoughts about it. Put your comments down, make it relevant. If you start talking about something completely different, you may get your comment deleted. Stay on topic, argue the topic, not the person that's saying it. If there's someone saying a comment, you might disagree with it. Be respectful. I am a believer that if you want to be in my community, and when I say my community, it's your community as well, if you want it, it's the community of the American people terrier owners who are respectful, who are, who believe their word is the most valuable asset they have, who don't lie just for a freaking dog. That's the type of people I want to connect, be friendly with, and none of that garbage, lying, thieving, criminals out there that still have dogs. Anyway, this is Tony Montana. Until next time.